Well, howdy. Older man to whom habit and routine are a very important thing here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. Well, hokey smokes. There are a few things I wanted to talk about, none of them exceedingly important. I have to click over here to bring my text file back up. I took yesterday careful with my nerve compression. And so this morning, while I had nerve compression symptoms, primarily pain, it wasn't terrible. So I took a shower. And then I did some other things. I did too much. I have to be super careful now so that I don't end up undoing all of the progress that I have made over the past couple days. Life is life. Doesn't help that ever since I severed the radial nerve on this side up here, I have become less and less right-handed, more and more left-handed. I don't know how to do a whole lot of stuff with my right anymore. Yay. Life is life, though. Still, though, talked with my therapist today because I had therapy, and I'm going to be talking to them seriously here soon, not quite yet, soon, about the surgery necessary, because it is scary. Itchy. It is scary to contemplate. I mean, yeah, I could die on the table, or I could have less than wonderful results where I could end up with total paralysis of both arms. But one of the things that depression and anxiety does is we focus on the what maybes far more than we focus on what the probabilities are. The probabilities? Yeah, it's what's probable versus what's possible. We focus on what could happen versus what's likely to happen. Yeah, it's possible I could die. It's possible that I could end up with worse results. But eventually I will die of old age anyway. And if I don't have it done, I might live long enough that I would eventually lose the use of both my arms anyway. So yeah, I gotta go talk to them, get that done. What I'm trying to say is, fear can hold you back, but you need to push through fear. Thumbs up. Past that, yes, I have to take it very careful. I am being super careful right now of what's going on in my arm. Have to be super careful for the rest of the day. When I say arm or anything like that, it's up here. It's this. This is where the issue is. Here and right in this area, because this is where the bone is growing in and squeezing the nerves. And the radial nerve comes down, of course, through here and goes down. Well, it controls these three fingers, and it does other things in your arm, and it curls down into your chest. So it does a bunch of stuff. Yay. So this is the issue up in this area. Well, over here. It's not down here. I don't actually have any problems with my arm or my hand. They hurt when this is an issue. But this is where the problem is. Not anywhere else, though. That feels like it is with these other things. Thumbs up for that. One of the things, though, I wanted to talk about was I had a shocker last night about my own fictional stuff. I have talked before about the character Utok, and Utok is an ambush predator whose prey is human beings, but not all or just any human beings. Those human beings that are close to but have not stepped over the line into self-deletion. And if they stumble across one of the snares of Utok's, They will be intellectually and emotionally manipulated and catfished? Gaslit is the word. Gaslit, all of it subconscious, so that they end up eventually at the crossroads in front of the southern exit into Utok's lair, because it's the only place that they know where to go and what to do. Which is a bad idea, because it is better to be slow roasted over a fire for a month before you die than to let Utok get their claws into you. Utok is not evil. Utok, good lord. Utok treats us the way one of those filter feeding whales treat krill, just something to eat. It's just that Utok has determined that the proper mental state for a human being to be in for proper nutrition and taste is in a state of, well, the most terror that you can possibly be feeling. And the physical state that you should be in is the state of the most agony you could possibly be in. Taken to that point where if it's just one click further, you would die. So clicked one away from that, both mentally and physically with the tortures. It is better to be slow roasted for a month over fire than it is to let Utok get their claws into you. But again, Utok is not evil. Utok is just an ambush predator. So thumbs up on that. The main reason I was bringing that up is I've got another cryptid character, different settings, but cryptid character, whom amongst the cryptids there are rural cryptids, feral cryptids, and urban cryptids. Feral cryptids are dying out. Rural cryptids are a slowly dwindling amount of cryptids, but they're not going to die out exactly. And good golly, Miss Mom. And urban cryptids are the fastest growing amount of cryptids. Of those urban cryptids, you can have those that can live and work and be amongst human beings, and those that just live in urban areas but are still can live little better than animals, though they may be as intelligent, if not more so, than human beings, wearing human being bodies, but they still live like animals. One of these beings, an urban cryptid, is a fellow Nathaniel Hunter, Nate Hunter. He works as an insurance agent in one of the cryptid networks in a major insurance agency. He is a light cryptid. Light cryptids don't need to hurt or eat human beings, whereas some dark cryptids have to eat human beings or they will die, and some just do so because they like the flavor. But light cryptids do not have this requirement. Nathaniel Hunter has a mutation in his cryptid genome where he can see behind people's eyes if they are a certain type of person carrying a certain type of pain. Those people who were abused earlier in life that has scarred them so much that they live in shame of their past and in terror of their future. And a lot of people don't want to go through that. And Nate can see that pain in these people's eyes, the kind of person where it maybe would take a lifetime of solid therapy work and nothing else to be able to untangle all of their pain to bring them to a state where they would not be feeling the horrible things that they feel. And he can see that. And he wishes he could help. Talking with his supervisor says he will talk to his superiors about if they have any ideas about what they could do. And no, nobody has any ideas. So Planko, which is the guy's name, just says, you know what? Why don't you just eat him? And since Nate, like Planko, is a light cryptid, he's shocked and horrified by it. But Planko just lets him know that, no, this is not a, hunt them down and kill them in the streets like dogs sort of thing. No. You are saving them from their past and saving them from their future. Go home and think about it. And he does. And he comes to understand that, yes, it's not hunting them down in the streets like dogs. It is helping people whom see no other way to get help. The thing is, though, when Nate Hunter sets up his office on Bleecker Street in Brookerton, South Carolina, when he sets up his office, as it turns out, everything is all set together for a convergence, for people to walk past his office on Bleecker Street. And those people that are in the proper frame of mind will be drawn to his sign, see what it says, and come in to at least talk to him if they feel like it. And Nathaniel, he wants to help them, so he gets the paperwork done. They put in the electronic application, and if it comes back approved, he gives them the proper medication so they feel no pain, and then he eats them. And these are people that they know this is what's going to happen, but generally when they find out that he can do it, that he can eat them, that they are just almost brought to tears with gratitude that this will finally all be over, the pain. And he eats them. And suddenly I started to think about this, because my character Utak, even though Utak is not evil, Utak is vile. And Utak brings people in around to where they are if they're a certain kind of person, and if they are, Utak eats them. And I realized that's what Nathaniel does just there. Brings them in if they're a certain kind of person, and then he eats them. Different reasons, but not a different outcome. Oh boy. Anyway, though, I just thought I'd mention that. So, it's, where I say like, comment, share, subscribe. Call to action, that's the word. If you could do any of those 4 things that I just mentioned, that would be very, very cool. Definitely a thumbs up. To each one of my Patreon patrons, you are beautiful and awesome people. Thumbs up, and thank you so very much for your help. This older man appreciates it very, very much. You are not saints who walk the earth, but you are very, very nice people for helping out this older man. Thumbs up, and thank you. For everybody that leaves me a comment, you too are beautiful and awesome in your own way. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. My thumbs up are only half a heart because, that would hurt too much to do with my left arm. heart each one that I can. If I can't, thumbs up them. And I answer, well, I'm not going to be answering many today because, oh boy, I am regretting already the fact that I overused my arm today. I'm hoping I did not undo days worth of progress. Oh well. So thumbs up on that. Anyway, though, yeah, I'm going to be taking care of myself for the rest of the day and trying not to strain this part of my arm. And by arm, I mean neck, which is to say I don't want to use any of these muscles that are going to pull on the nerve because it'll strain it right through here. Ugh. But I play an internet game of calling out a secret word and listening to see who calls it back. Listening to hear who calls it back. In the hopes that people do so for two reasons. Number one, blatant engagement farming. And number two, it is nice to be heard. It is nice to know that people do hear. And the people that played this last time were Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up and thank you. I am on the net, yes you are, thumbs up and thank you for it. Greatly appreciated as well. Gus Garrett, 6838, thumbs up. There is Chris, greatly appreciated, as always. There is Arana, 975, thumbs up and thank you. And Potatotron23, greatly appreciated, always good to see you in the comments. And I am glad that each and every person that played decided to play. Thumbs up and thank you. And I believe it was Arana975 asked, well, it didn't ask, made a lot of comments that if I could, I would comment more on. I wish I could, but hopefully soon. So thumbs up on that and thank you all. And if you have watched this far, because I never think this far ahead either. But if you have watched this far, if you could type Roguewood into, come on, you can focus on that, Roguewood into the comments for, once again, those two reasons, blatant engagement farming, and it is good to be heard. And of course, it's not just a me thing, it's a human thing, but I'm the one that's talking into a camera right now. So thumbs up. If you choose to play, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated. If you choose not to play, you don't have to. I don't want anyone to ever feel guilty about not doing so, because you shouldn't. I don't want to force anyone to play ever. Consent is important. So thumbs up and thank you all. Well, goodness golly. I can't even get my thing. It's goodness gracious or good golly. It's not goodness golly. I can't even speak English well enough to get my own idiom straight. Anyway, though, I am going to take care of myself by just watching videos for the rest of the day and not doing anything else. I'm not even going to use a controller to play a thing because ow, and I don't want it to last any longer than it has to. But there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to go walkies when I need to. I can speak English, I promise you. I'm going to be going walkies later on today because I do need to buy food, stuff like that. So thumbs up. And exercise is important. And 50 steps is greater than 0. And 100 steps is better than 50. But there is no quota. Any amount you do is better than none. And any amount above any I can English, can't I? Is good, is what I'm saying. Exercise, thumbs up. Even if it's just 1 push-up or 10 steps. Thumbs up for that. So, until we meet again, since if I try and talk anymore, obviously I'm not going to be doing well. So, I'd be foolish to try. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and I'm not going to bend my arm necessary to make the signal, the I love you symbol in ASL. So, I'll do it real quick with that arm. But then I gotta go and click here, so well, click here now, so I can click over here. So you take care.